Welcome back to Learning WooCommerce, Video 2, Adding a Product. And in this video, we're actually going to look at some of the different product settings and options that you have when you're creating a new product. And we'll kind of go through the different categories and see what's available to you. And then, after we sort of go through that part of it, we'll then actually create what's called a simple product. And then in later videos, we'll look at a variable products and some other things as well. Well, with that said, let me go ahead and go to our demo store and check things out there. All right, here we are back at our demo store. And I'm going to scroll down and go back to our simple product. And this is our simple product right here. And I'm just going to click on that. And just so we can look at it in a little bit more detail from the back end, I'm going to go up and edit the product. So I'm going to edit it right up here. There's actually another way that you can get to this through the dashboard, but I'm going to go ahead and edit it from here. Click on that. Okay, and then from here, this is probably going to look pretty familiar to you if you have any experience at all with WordPress. It looks like you're creating a post or a page, and so WooCommerce integrates very well into WordPress in that way, so a lot of the things will probably seem very familiar to you. And starting here at the top, this is where you can add your product title, and that of course then becomes part of the URL. You can of course edit that. So again, very similar to the way that you might create a WordPress post. And then further on down here, this would be the product description. Now I'm just going to go back up and view the product to show you where that comes up in this particular theme. And for most themes, it's going to come up in a product description area down here. So that's where that's coming up. Okay, and go back and edit. And then sort of scrolling down a little bit more, there's actually another area where you may want to put in a shorter description. I'm going to scroll down all the way down towards the bottom. It's called product short description right here. And you type in your short description there, and that comes up. If I go back to view product, right here at the top in this particular theme. Now, there could be some differences between themes, so you may want to test that out a bit. All right, back to edit product. All right, now the main settings are here in the product data area. And you may notice that the product data says simple product. And that's the sort of product that we're looking at right now. And a simple product, as we saw in the first video, you simply have the quantity and you add it to your cart. Whereas that's most typically compared to a variable product, which if I click on this download, you'll see that as an option, a variable product, in which we can, as we saw again in the first video, we can choose, for example, a color and a size, and the price may vary according to the attributes that we choose. And so we'll look at that in more detail later. But right now we're dealing with a simple product. Now there's two other options here. Besides simple and variable, there's a grouped product. And a grouped product, so I'm going to explain it as an example. So let's say that you're selling a furniture set, and that furniture set includes a bed, a desk, and a chair. And they basically go together. They're sort of matching, let's say. But each product is sold separately. You could create a grouped product in such a way that then your customers don't have to go to each individual product separately to add it to their cart. They can add it as a grouped product, and they get all three together. So that's an example of a grouped product. Then we have this external or affiliate product. And in this case, although you're displaying the product in your store, you're not actually selling it directly in your store. So you would be linking out to an affiliate or to an external site. So if you're doing any affiliate marketing and you're not selling it directly, then you may want to link out to your that affiliate to that other site and make the sale that way. But really the two popular methods are probably by far simple product, but variable product is also quite common as well. All right, so moving on, we have a couple of options here. We have a virtual as well as downloadable options right here. And a virtual option is basically something that's not shippable. Um, so it could be a service or something like that. Whereas a downloadable is also not shippable, but the customer would get a link where they could download something, such as an MP3 or an ebook or something like that. So you have a couple options there. So if we don't check it off, then basically we're saying it's a shippable product. All right, so moving down to the General tab here, we can see that we have SKU, which stands for Stock Keeping Unit. And if it's not a required field, but you may be keeping track of your products by SKU, and so you may want to enter that in. This is also where you fill in your price. This is the regular price. You can also have a sale price, and we saw that in video 1 where we saw that strike through the regular price. And so if I entered in $80, that would be the sale price. And also, if you wanted to, you could create a schedule for that sale price. So you could say, this sale is going to run from such and such date to such and such date, which is a nice feature. And if you have taxes enabled in WooCommerce settings, and we're going to look at WooCommerce settings in a later video, but you can set up taxes. Is it a taxable, or is it what are you taxing? And the tax class, which again, is it standard? Is it a zero rate? Is it some sort of reduced rate? And so you have some options there for setting up taxes. Next tab down is inventory. Click on that. And you can manage your stock in WooCommerce. So if I enabled stock management here, for example, and I gave it a quantity of 10, then when a customer makes a purchase, the stock will actually reduce. So automatically. So as the customer goes through the checkout process, it will reduce the stock by 1 if they purchased 1, and which is a great way of keeping track of your stock in WooCommerce. Now later on, when we do a variable product, you can see that you can keep track of stock by variation as well. Now you may or may not want to allow back orders. By default, it's do not allow. So that'll be up to you. And also, depending on the product, maybe a customer cannot purchase more than one at a time.